All right, got the generator hooked up here on my Facebook Marketplace little max tow thing. I think that was, yeah, it was like 150 bucks. And then I got a discount on the generator, which is like 250. So now we're gonna go to the property and use this to start up the effluent pump and see if the mound is taking the liquid.
All right, well, we got a busy day today. First off, I'm gonna remove the old lid that I used to weigh down the riser after I sprayed foam on the inside. You can hear my generator going in the background, because when I check that, I'm also gonna leave the lid off so we can test the new effluent pump that's on the float tree that we installed prior to installing the new riser. Thing is so heavy. You can see the water level is still there, so let's go turn on the pump and see if she does her job. It's a little loud, but this is our setup. Here's the wire for the pump. I think it was working because I'm seeing more liquid now flow into this tank, but maybe I just have to run it longer. I really couldn't see anything. I did my best to make sure that it wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Didn't have an airlock when I submerged it. Let's try again. I'm gonna kind of measure the water level. It's about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches. Let me put a stick down in there and use that. All right, super technical way to measure to make sure this thing's working. A stick. Okay, so right at this branch here, that's where the water level is at right now. It's just barely there. So if I run it for a little bit and the level is lower than that stick, it's working. I can definitely hear the change in the generator for the startup of the pump, so I know it's turning on. And the water down there is moving around. You can see the debris and stuff on the surface. Oh yeah, I couldn't hear it over the sound of the generator, but that sucker's humming away. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, now you can see the water level dropping quickly. And I think there's like either a piece of concrete or something I was feeling down there that the pump is sitting on, or a pedestal of some sort. Oh yeah, you can see that vibration on the pump tree. I don't know if you can see it shaking. But the pump tree itself is vibrating. I don't see any leaks on the outlet that I tied it onto yesterday. And I want to say that fluid is coming in from the solids holding tank. We actually take a look at that in a second. But oh my god, it works. Holy hell. So I also wanted to make sure that nothing was overheating. So you can actually see some of the heat coming off of the top of the pump that's down there. I'm making sure not to have my reflection going down in there, because if I did that, you could potentially see my face. But so it's definitely working. It's promising. Now I'm going to use this to go look at the mound too. All right, so the ground here is about 77 or 37 degrees, excuse me. So the outlets were not up here where they should be, and I'm gonna see if I can use the difference in temperature to see if the 50-ish degree water or 40-some degree water is coming close to the surface. Let's see any major differences. I know the water is going into the mound. I'm also using my sniffer. See if I see anything or smell anything. I don't see anything immediate, but I'll keep looking. I'll check back. No luck on the thermal imaging of the mound, unfortunately. Tried in the summertime too. Also getting rid of all the leaves, which I'm sure, and the dirt. It's been on top of this mound for the last 30 years. I'm sure insulates it very well. I'm sure the pipes aren't very close to the surface. I was just hoping I could find the clean out pipes, but we've dropped a significant amount of water so far in the tank. I'm pretty sure the outlet baffle from the solids tank is working pretty well. The next thing to find out then is the pump float is wired in series to the pump. The pump turned on, water is going down, which means that the pump float should be functioning properly. When I tested this before in a prior video at the very beginning of discovering the septic system, I did test the pump float. The pump float was working at that time. The hope here now is that once the pump float drops to the desired level I set it to last night, that it will kill the pump from drawing any more power. And at that point, I can kill the generator for today. I'm just using a basic Predator generator. I actually just heard the generator change its tone while I was talking. That probably means that the pump float kicked itself off. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what's going on down in here. Aha! The pump float function. I'm not sure. It's difficult to see with this stick. Let me put you guys down inside here. Don't drop it. But hopefully you can see that. But the pump float just kicked off. That's great. So, excellent. The septic system is working. Yeah, it did kick off because I remember the height I set it. You can actually see there, that's the top of, the very tippy top of the pump. So I used the guy's advice that I talked to, who was a septic professional, who said set it a couple inches above the pump, just because all the microbes and stuff that are in there are gonna try and survive off of the heat coming off the pump. But awesome. That's great. Sweet. Can't believe that worked. I just shut down the generator. Thing is loud. But show you guys a FLIR image of this. But you can definitely tell that this wire is properly rated for the current draw. This wire, maybe not so much. It was getting pretty hot, but I expected that. This is just a basic computer cord that I used. But I was happy to see that this insulated wire down here looked pretty good. It stayed cool the whole time. But
yeah, the predator generator served its purpose and did a good job. Well, it worked. We've successfully got the septic system working again, which is awesome. In another video, I'll go over the financials besides for the property, but that is a tremendous cost savings and timeline savings if I am to build anything on this property.